Hey, how's it going everyone? Man, welcome to a video. This video has been asked so many times. Collection tour, that's right. Today, as usual from that little wee sneak peek, we'll check out my full collection on my, my hobby room, so figures, might show you what manga I currently have, and might take a quick look at a few animation cells from Dragon Ball Z and a couple of other series I like. But I figured before we jump into the shelves, might as well start by just walking straight into a room. Currently I'm chilling in the freezer pod, so let me get out of this and let's go walk through the front door, well, not front door, the door to the room. So as we walk in, have a Shaman King print here. Love the original manga art, which is awesome. And then yeah, welcome to the room. Zone of Enders, love that game back in the day. When I went to Tokyo Game Show the first time, it was when Raiden, I think, was on display for the first time, so I picked that up just because it's badass. Love the art style. And then next up is a big Naruto print. So when the manga ended, they had a exhibition here in Japan, and this was the official art for the exhibition, showcasing all the main characters. End of the Great War arc, essentially. Yeah, loved all the characters, love the series. So I picked up and I was in storage for a long time until finally moved in and I had a place on the wall to put it. But yeah, Kuruma looks badass in the background, right? Anyway, before we jump into the figures, I'll show you the other art I do have up at the moment. Which is another print from the Oh Great exhibition he had. So this is from Tenjo Tenge, another one of my favorite series. Yeah, there was, I think about 3 years ago, there's an exhibition. Currently the artist, he does work for Bakemonogatari. Doesn't do the story, just the art from memory, but they had some Tenjo Tenge stuff on display as well, and I picked up that print. And another one I have is a Naruto one. Love this one, going through all the forms of Naruto. Definitely one of my favorite items I have. Picked this one up at Jump Fest many years ago. I do have another Naruto one actually, but I haven't put it up yet. That's with Naruto and Sasuke. I think Sakura maybe as well. But yeah, anyway, cool art. I have a Dragon Ball one upstairs above my PC, which I can show a little bit later in the video. But yeah, I guess before we jump into the figures, just to tease a little bit more. Shaman King manga I currently have, the Kotobukiya statues for Yo and Hao. Love these ones, look really cool, especially with the effects. Of course, no collection is complete without Dragon Ball manga, and obviously the best Pokemon, Sandshrew. And then Ditto, Stress Ball, which is pretty cool. Kaiju 8, another big favourite of mine. Jujutsu Kaisen, haven't finished collecting it. I need to pick up a lot more volumes actually, when I get around to sitting down and reading the rest. I'm currently shipping over a whole bunch of DVDs I had in storage, but I do at least have the Samurai Pizza Cats. This is a favourite from when I was a kid. Absolutely love it. Really stupid and funny. Jujutsu Kaisen movie and Ping Pong there as well. Tenjo Tenge manga, Shino no Toki. This is definitely one of my favourites as well. Old karate one. Highly recommend. And there is an anime from the early 2000s which I recommend. Another series I've been checking out recently, Night of the Living Kurt. This is really cool. Basically zombies, but instead of turning into a zombie, you turn into a cat. Random, cool. I think they are bringing out an anime for that soon as well, which is cool. Chikokuraku, Yu-Gi-Oh, Magi, Sinbad, spin-off, love it, awesome series. Railgun, one of my, guilty pleasure series. Mashiro no Oto, it's kind of a shamisen series. Best movie ever, Blues Brothers, gotta have that. And then Haru no Shigu, Zetsu no Tempest. Actually, I need to keep reading that. Really cool series, but yeah, haven't seen it in a long time. And then I love Hina, another good old classic. But yeah, that is it for manga at the moment. So yeah, check out the figures now, I guess. Wait, sorry, I forgot. One more print. Kaiju number 8. This is actually a wood block print. Really cool. One thing I loved about Kaiju 8 when the manga first started, they had their own shop and they're selling made in Japan items. Love it. from different regions. Yeah, so I picked up a wood block print as well as a ceramic coffee cup, which is what I use each day for having coffee. But yeah, figures. I think we should go one by one. I've got 1, 2, 3 cabinets, and recently I just picked up 2 little small ones, which I will be filling up over time. They have moved Naruto down there, and some new Dragon Ball ones. And that one there is basically empty at the moment, besides the recent Optimus release, and he's being protected by Devastator chilling on top. So before we jump into getting a bit of a closer look, I want to give you a bit of a far away look at least for the cabinets, and kind of explain how I separated it. Main one in the center was Dragon Ball SH.figuarts, which is now overflowing. MonsterArts, and up top was the Louis mini Dragon Ball figures. Then on the right was like the mecha stuff, so like Transformers, Voltron, and it's kind of gotten overtaken by a few extra stuff on top now. And it was other series SH.figuarts now. Not enough space, so that's why I picked up these ones, and now things are starting to flow over here. I guess when these fill up, I will definitely have to start purging. But yeah, another big issue which I'm sure everyone has is boxes. What do you do with those boxes? Definitely let me know in the comments below what you do with yours. Thinking about getting rid of the shippers, and hopefully maybe getting a bookcase to stick them in. Maybe it'll be easier. But yeah, anyway, enough of that. I know you probably don't care about boxes and you just want to see those figures. So yeah, let's get in close, open up the doors and take a closer look. So starting with the top shelf. Yeah, so this is the Dragon Stars Budokai stage. I originally kind of bought it for figures, but way too small for scale. But I realized it is perfect for the Adverge figure line. So that's why I've got them all set up on there now. I don't have all the Adverge figures. I kind of started, I think the first one was actually Super Saiyan 4. Goku that I saw in shop, and that's cool. Picked it up because I love the form. And then over time I started picking up a few more here and there. Now I got a couple of the recent sets, which was the Saiyan Saga, and then there's the Great Ape on Premium Bandai, Podunga, and then I picked up the other ones as well. And yeah, absolutely love them, really cool. The Ginyu Force for Frog is amazing. Love how we got like Oolong and all them. Even Yajirobe at the back, which came with the Great Ape. So yeah, definitely one of my favorite lines, which they haven't released any in ages. The last one was a Dragon Ball Super Hero movie one actually, which is unfortunate. I hope they do bring them back because they are awesome. Now for the other items, we've got the event exclusive s.h.figuarts Shenron. This item here I picked up when I actually got this one in Hong Kong back in 2005. And it was released around that time in Japan. It was a chocolate company, Morinaga. I forgot the name. Anyway, you kind of buy the chocolate and it came with one part you can build up to make the tower. And then on this side is the globe. I guess Dragon Ball Earth. Not sure what it is, with all the guys walking around. Same thing. I think the next series in line. And these are two of my favorite items in the collection. Old and pretty hard to get. I don't think I've really ever seen this one for sale in the shop. This one I've seen once or twice in a couple of obscure second-hand shops. Really cool old items, which I love. And then I have a Pilaf machine robot. This was a Ichiban Kuji prize. So you got the 1, 2, 3 robots, and they combine. It is awesome. Definitely recommend. Guy Slag from Discord. He had it. He highly recommended it. Jumped on it. I do not regret. And we've got the farm with a shotgun. The tournament dog. These are from Ichiban Kuji prizes. I've got the Replica Radar, an old Gacha Goku there fishing, which is awesome. And then the Scouters, these are actually from the Dragon Ball movie box set, and they were a Dragon Box, I guess, accessory, which is really cool. And they are walkie-talkies, haven't used them. Would be quite fun to do one day though. That could be quite a fun video. Maybe I have to get 86 over or something and do something there. And then yeah, in front, these are kind of recent Gacha figures. I think we had the first, I don't remember which is which now, but there's 3 different sets here, and I have another one down underneath there, which we'll have a look at in a moment as well. But yeah, this opens and closes, same with the capsule and rice cooker. Really awesome. I mean, some of them are actually kind of perfect 1:1 scale. You know, others not so much. But you know, I think the cookie would work really well. Even the hat could work. You know, maybe the capsules. You know, rice cooker, you know, the sensu bean bowl there, so really cool. Definitely look really awesome. I love these like little wee pedestals that they have as well. Oh, and the Dragon Ball, this was a recent pickup from Shimamura. I think that's the name of the shop. Basically like a cheap shop selling, clothes and home items, towels and stuff. And they do quite a few collabs with different IPs. And recently they had a few Dragon Ball ones where I picked up the Dragon Ball and the big Dragon Ball cushion down there as well, which is cool. But yeah, anyway, coming back to the figures. Next I have a small shelf set up for Godzilla related gacha figures. Check out Hamtaro or Goji-Ham, so cool, so cute. The rest ones are like the HG or HDG plus anyway. The Bandai gacha Godzilla figures. Now these were really cool. Though when the Godzilla SP ones came out, I noticed a drop in the plastic, and I just nowhere near as good as the previous releases, so I stopped getting them. I've got most of the ones I want, at least, Head Order, 89, Biolante, Little Godzilla. They look so cool, Kiryu. And then they also had another set with this one here, which was basically Build-A-Fig. Like kind of, all the parts were separated. You can build out, destroy. Burning Godzilla, you can actually put an LED into the back of Godzilla to light up, which is really cool. But yeah, and then coming down we have S.H. MonsterArts, the first section at least. This one is focused on kind of King of the Monsters. We've got the King of the Monsters, Ghidorah, Godzilla, Rodan, Mothra in the back. And then underneath that, Biolante is amazing. LED light in there as well, which is cool. 89 Godzilla, we've got the original Godzilla. I've got the MonsterArts Alien, then exclusive Kamen Rider as well. And then Ultraman there. Shin Godzilla, with, the second third form, Kamata-kun in that. One of my favorites. So this is kind of like a favorite shelf. The King of Monsters Ghidorah, yeah, he, maybe not the best figure, but he does look beautiful standing. This is the second release as well, the special color version. That's why it does have the gold color, and it looks really nice with that coloring. It definitely pops. And then a few extra things. We've got random like Shin Japan Heroes coaster, which is really cool. So from the collaboration event, got like a little card at the back as well from there. Shin Godzilla sign, Godzilla sign, sticker from Godzilla Fest last year, and one for Monarch as well. The evacuation sign. Let's see if I can slide this out. So that's cool. The designated shelter. So that just sits at the back here, at least for now. Not sure where I want to put it eventually, but anyway, does the trick. Oh, and then I have a Gacha Tokyo Tower. Again, that has an LED in it, which is really cool. So that is the first section. Yeah, let's move on to the rest of the MonsterArts. So coming down to the lower depths of the MonsterArts section, I've got 3 additional shelves here. Yeah, so no real order for organizing. Actually, I lied, it kind of is. So starting at the top, we have Godzilla SP at the back, along with the matching Rodan, Jet Jaguar as well. Another Rodan there. My favourite being Head Order 50th anniversary with the flying version and the tadpole version there. Little acrylic stand for him. We've got Mecha Ghidorah with the matching 91 Godzilla. Then the Kiryu here as well. Not the heavy arms. This is the normal version. And then there's obviously a heavy arms and a Machinaga version. I love the Machinaga one. But I'm happy to just have at least one of the Kiryu MonsterArts because they are absolutely badass. Now coming down here, this is a bit of a mix again. Some more recent figures, but a lot of the GVK ones and the recent GVK2 Godzilla. Kong here. I really like the Kong. This is probably my favourite of the GVK Kongs that we've had so far. We've got Final Wars Gigan there with Monster X, Godzilla. Yeah, the GVK one on the back there with Mecha Godzilla. Then the recent re-release for Mecha Godzilla with Fire Rodan, 72 Gigan, 72 Godzilla, and another one of the Kong. So yeah, oh, of course, the beast himself, Godzilla -1, really awesome. I didn't get the black and white version, don't really need, and then that sold out on Premium Bandai in minutes anyway. I also have a Shin down here. This is from Oh, hot toy? No. I can't remember, but it's basically a candy toy here. So random. They do heaps of planes and basic aircraft, which is cool. So different sets. Yeah, this is one of the ones that was out not long before the movie, actually, so good timing. So I managed to get one to pair up, which looks cool. 144 scale as well. So basically matches. Anyway, I'm coming down to the bottom here. Recent Space Godzilla. I've got a couple of the Shin Godzillas down here as well. This one here, absolutely amazing, the frozen version with that tail. This is absolutely sick with all the skeletons coming up and off it. The McDonald's Godzilla Bear Brick exclusive item at the back. And then we've got Gamera and then Iris here. And I've got a few other random accessories. And this is a Bandai one, Tomika set, Predator buildings, which I pop out even and then for a little bit of toy photography. But yeah, that is it for the MonsterArts. I lie. I do have another one. I do have the recent anime Gamera, but he's actually still in his box. I haven't taken it out. I think I might sell it actually. I couldn't get into the anime, the style. I think I'd just rather stick to the more live action ones. With probably SP being the exception, since I did actually quite like that series. And that design for Godzilla, he actually looks really cool. Really big, beefy and chunky, and that tail is insane. But yeah, anyway, enough from the MonsterArts. Let's move it over to Dragon Ball. Okay, so here with the main Dragon Ball selection. So yeah, I've kind of, at least in the top, I went with Dragon Ball, Saiyan Saga, and Namek Saga, and then other stuff down below. So starting with the Dragon Ball, my favorite one is obviously Bulma and the bike. I actually picked up a second one, which I have in the other case, which we'll see soon. You have the original Shenron, who looks awesome. We've got Chi-Chi hidden up in the back corner there, sitting on Nimbus, Tao Pai Pai, Jackie Chun, Lunch. One of the few figures I do have doubles of. Second one there. Good old Daimao Piccolo, probably one of the best figure arts I reckon from the Dragon Ball line. These signs are from Premium Bandai in Japan, which are really cool. Caps are cool. I kind of got it since there was no Dragon Ball one, and then this one finally came out, which is looking cool. I do hope they do one with a dragon later. But anyway, one of my favorite figures back there, the 1.0 Vegeta. That's a gift from the mods on the Discord channel, so big shout out to them for giving me that awesome looking figure. Great ape, hope we get more. Yeah, basically all the little guys scattered around top. And then coming down to the ultimate Namek Saga setup that I have going on. And at the back, to make use of a dead space, kind of have a nice cool lineup of Goku in its different forms. So I've got Awakening Super Saiyan Goku, Super Saiyan 2, the event exclusive, 1.0 Super Saiyan 3, love that one, really cool effect. And then I've also got my custom Movie 12 Fusion Reborn Gogeta at the back there, who is looking awesome, love those colours. And then also Broly and Cooler as well. But the rest is all Namek related, with the awesome Purunga. What's that, the second Frieza there, shooting up towards Krillin, poor Krillin, and then all the Ginyu Force behind. And then obviously the different Frieza forms, first form, second, third, and then obviously Cooler at the back. And then I kind of use the new superhero Goku just sitting on top here to pair with the newer Frieza as well. Then moving on down, on the top part here, got the little wee rubber duckies. These have made an appearance in a few videos in the past, originally from Jump Festa. And then also got a really old Gacha series here, which are cool. The recent version of the miniature Gachas, and then I've also got the miniature card arts as well. Now these are awesome. Maybe we can have a little look at this. So hopefully you can see, I think it should be in focus about here, but you can actually turn this and then an actual card will pop out. I love these like little miniatures that we have. So we've got Goku there with the heart virus. What else do we have here? There you go. What's that? Krillin, Yamcha, and Tenshinhan. So this is really cool. I've got a couple more coming in the near future actually that were just recently went up on Premium Bandai. But yeah, for the actual figure arts, basically this is the current Android Cell Saga setup. So then at the back got the what's that, Cels, the original Krillin release, Gohan figures as well. And we've got the new Tenshinhan, the Vegeta, even the what's that, the one that everyone absolutely loves, the premium color one. Look, I really do love the armor on that figure. I got the new Gohan, who's looking absolutely badass. Cell in the shell. Yeah, great Saiyaman. That is such a cool figure as well, along with Mr. Satan there, and then obviously the Yamcha and the Android 20 with 19 there with Vegeta doing the old footrest pose, which is awesome. Boo in the background, Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Majin Vegeta. Then moving down to the next shelf here, and this is basically event exclusives. So we've got the World Tour Goku at the back, and with the recent Raditz, Majin Vegeta, the Walmart Target US exclusive Kaioken Goku, and then the original exclusive Kaioken Goku, who is awesome. Love how he actually has the what's that, the other symbol on his back there, the King Kai one, which I don't think we've had on any other figure. Got the eating set in the back there with the exclusive Kid Goku, the Hong Kong Bomber, who's probably one of my favorites as well. Probably next to the bike, probably my favorite event exclusive in general. But yeah, and then the current mini GT display. Now coming all the way down to the bottom is the other exclusives, and then Bardock, just because I don't have a spot for him at the moment. And then the Dragon Ball superhero movie one's off to the side with the exclusive Broly in the back, and then the Goku there as well. You may be wondering where all the other Dragon Ball Super figures are. I've purged them all. I did keep the Gammas, just because they kind of fit in with the superhero one. I do quite like Gohan, and then Vegeta and Goku, so I might as well just keep all of those figures. But otherwise, I'll just be keeping the exclusive Dragon Ball Super figures. So before we jump into the next one, I need to move a pod. I do want to show this. This is a freezer pod beanbag cushion, which is really cool. Great for sitting in and reading manga, or doing the odd video. I did the top 10 video for last year. But moving over to the next display case, let's pop this open and we can check out some other cool figures. Of course, no collection is complete without Blue Eyes White Dragon. So cool. And then behind I have my really large scale Haribo gummy figure, I guess, or paperweight. That was a present for my wife when she went to Germany for work a few years ago. Anyway, moving over here, this is the Budokai stage, which was from the Dragon Box DVD box set. Really cool stage with figures. I haven't set up the other statue from the Z boxes. I might need to get those out and probably put them up here as well. But yeah, anyway, moving over to these guys. These are the Samurai Pizza Cats from Artstorm from memory. They do have die-cast parts. Really cool looking. We also have their power-up parts behind, which they can, basically, if you don't know, they essentially power up, they will clamp onto them. They will get like a massive power boost. It looks really cool. But yeah, Pizza Cats, one of my favorites. And then coming down now, obviously Voltron, Goreline. This is the second release for the Chogokin figure. I never had the original one, and then it was really expensive. So when they did a re-release, I did pick it up. Yeah, definitely love Voltron. And I was torn between robot form or the Lions, and so I went with Lions. But there's a 50th anniversary one, which I did. Don't tell my wife, but I did pick that one up as well, and he will be in robot form. And then moving over to the masterpieces, this is what I used to collect before I go into the figure arts. Picked up one or two since, like the new Starscream, and then have from Discord has been helping me get the US exclusive Cybertron vehicle figures as well. But then coming down, we have the rest of the masterpiece Transformers. Okay, now for more figure arts. But before that, why not check out some more gacha? Heaps of random gacha, small figures, and even like Simpsons Lego on the back. This is a recent Yu-Gi-Oh! Gacha set, which is awesome. And this jewel disc basically is 1/12 scale, same with a puzzle. So I have some photos planned for those in the near future. Got Tremors, Aliens, some Jujutsu Kaisen in the back, little bit Android figure, even some Pokemon, 1/12 scale, weapons from Attack on Titan. So yeah, quite a few little bit cool gacha. It's a bit too addictive, the gacha stuff. I need to be a little bit more careful. But anyway, coming down to the figure arts, the left side here, this is where I used to have Naruto, but now it is all Jujutsu Kaisen. I love these two here. The flashback of the high school Godzilla and Kaiju look really cool, and they look pretty cool sitting on the couch. Got a few gacha rabbits in here for Megumi as well. And then on the right is kind of the newer Jump series that I like. So we've got Jigoku Raku, or Hell's Paradise. Kaiju number 8. Absolutely love this figure. So badass. Can't wait for the rest to come out over the next couple of months. And now I've got the two Figma Shaman King figures in the back. And then down here, it's kind of a mini arcade move, gacha machines. I've got like there's a Fate Stay arcade in the back, the bug game that was popular in the early 2000s, crane game arcade machines, the Figma railgun figures. Then we've got the Spy Family figure arts here, which from Mercury. But yeah, this one's so cool since we have a scooter and they can sit on there. Definitely love that. Straight on the back, and then the other Spy Family as well as a 1/12 scale model kit set scooter, which I think kind of matches in pretty well with them. Okay, and then coming down we have the store exclusive Goku Figure Out Zero, some more gacha machines. My one and only, was it Chokado Hokuto no Ken figure. So this is a Wonderfest exclusive. My mate was after, since it was lottery, I entered as well. We both won, so I ended up keeping it just because he does look really cool. I've got the fire effect from Tamashi just around him currently. And they've got Figma Horse, Kyoto, Bird from Nausicaa, I think. And I've got Ava Robot, and then the Squid Game figures, and a Zoid that I made many years ago. Really do like the turtle or tortoise ones. And yeah, on to the new shelf now. Actually, this is really cool. This is pretty old, and it's actually decently expensive. I've been wanting it for ages. There's this one, which is kind of weathered, and it's a non-weathered version. But I was at Book Off a month or so ago, and it must have been pulled out of storage or something. I was on the top shelf, kind of dusty, and it was like 1,500 yen or something really cheap, like a quarter of the price that it normally is, so I had to pick it up. So that's just sitting in here at the moment. I'll probably maybe put some freezer figures around it eventually. I've got the second bike and bomber that I picked up, and we move over to some of the newer figures. Goku, Crawler, Mecha Freezer, the very first Freezer, another Kid Goku, and Trunks. And then now onto the shelf that I recently just set up. This is the Naruto area. So recently this used to be over with Jujutsu Kaisen, they shared a shelf. But well, there's just way too many Naruto figures now. So I moved it over here for its own space. Definitely love the Sage Naruto, even if it is the original one. I'm looking forward to getting the new one. It'll probably just go in the spot right here, maybe. Then we've got obviously the event exclusive Jirai and the normal one. Some Gacha Frogs, which I thought worked pretty well with those two. But yeah, definitely one of my more favourite shelves as well. Just love all these figures. They're definitely awesome. And then down here, I haven't really put anything yet, but got Indiana Jones and the Berserk figures as well. And kind of just two small dioramas that I made from the Namek saga. You might have seen these in a couple of photos recently. And then finally, the C01 Optimus, which is a recent release, which is basically a updated version of the original 80s toy, but with more modern articulation. This thing is absolutely amazing. Really cool. I think there will be a couple more. I think Bumblebee, I think it's been leaked already, so keen to see how this line will go in the future. Now I've got another lightning effect here, but I've just shipped over a whole bunch of stuff they had in storage, so this will probably be where those will go. Some old figures, old gacha, a couple of statues, and so forth. Now, due to some limited space, I've got a couple of soft B on the top of my shelf as well. This hair daughter one, which is awesome, from Godzilla Fest a couple of years ago, from Maru-san. Awesome, handmade, hand painted in Japan. That's one thing I love. I do like that. Well, I do like to support locally made products, and I also have a glow in the dark Godzilla as well, which is really cool. Then the recent Kuji Goku sitting up there, and then way too many boxes. I can tell that my wife gave me. This was actually a Kuji set for Jujutsu Kaisen. There's a graffiti version, and then there's a figure for all of these. I really do want to pick them up. A little bit more expensive now, but they would look really cool. So maybe one day. But yeah, moving over to a bit of a bonus. So some people know this, but before I started collecting figures, I used to collect animation cells. So let me show you one or two of my favorites as a bit of a bonus to basically wrap up this video. Okay, so one of my all-time favorite series is GTO. So I do have quite a few different GTO cells, and this is one of my more favorite ones, which has the background timing sheets, and it's a massive pan cell. So basically in the series, something like this, you probably start off at the top, and you have the camera would pan down, and that's how they do those nice big long shots in the old animation series. But then over here is one of my all-time favorite Dragon Ball ones. This is Piccolo from the opening of the Dead Zone movie, or World's Strongest Man. Dead Zone, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, so absolutely love this close-up of Piccolo pan shot as the enemies are about to attack him right at the start of the movie. And then coming over to the next page, I have from the earlier Budokai tournament with Goku coming in on the Nimbus when he's wrapped up with that bubblegum tech from that Dragon Boss that he was fighting. I love how we have the crocodile here as well, which is cool. Again, one of my favorites, absolutely love this one. Vegeta holding Gohan from the start of the Saiyan saga. Next up is Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of Super Saiyan, so yeah, this one definitely is cool, especially with the aura. I have Super Saiyan for Goku. From memory, this is a non-matching background, but it is pretty cool to have at least one of most of Goku's forms at the very least. And then also we have Super Saiyan 3 Goku from when he was fighting Boo, with the city in the background there. So this one's nice. And along with Dragon Ball, I have a lot of Samurai Pizza Cat ones. So if you are familiar, this is one of the bad guys, the henchmen with crows. One of the assistants in the Pizza Hut place. One of the main characters, Polly. So yeah, this is one of the characters I do have a figure of. So quite a few here. But one thing that is really cool, and let me flick to the back. Yeah, whereabouts? Almost there, almost. Okay. On the next page, there's something really cool. So basically, back in the day, you had your animation stuff for when they made the animation, but also for promo work. So if I flick over, these were two kind of promo images for the Pizza Cats. Probably there, Speedy, and also got a combined shot on the back. And then this is one with him with his power-up armor. So pretty cool. Haven't bought a cell in a long time, especially since prices have gotten insane. So yeah, I do love flicking through these every now and then. So switching up the series, another one of my, I guess, grails is this Optimus Cell. Really awesome. And then I've got a couple others, got Wheeljack and a few Insecticons as well. Kind of a weird art. You know, the animation and Transformers was not really super great, but it is really cool to have a few at least. Bubblegum Crisis. Have Meowth with a snowball. I've got a few Cardcaptor Sakura ones as well. And then probably this was one that I wanted for many years. Classic run of Onizuka in the monkey suit giving a finger. And after hunting for many years, I finally found one. This is my most recent pickup, which I think I got last year actually. But yeah, and I do have another one of Piccolo, that kind of matched up with that panorama cell that we saw a little bit earlier. But yeah, if you're keen on seeing more about these cells or anything like that, maybe let me know. Maybe I could do one whole video where I flick through all of them and kind of go through and show them all for you if you're interested. But yeah, before we wrap up, I do have one other thing which I think is pretty cool, which I think you might like, especially if you are a Dragon Ball fan. Okay, so this is my mini portfolio, and this is actually filled with film. So one thing I guess maybe new people may not be familiar with, and that is a film negative. I hope everyone knows what one is, but for example here, let's pull this out and go to the light. So this is a positive film. So you have a negative, which is normally the inverse, so you don't really see any colors, but a positive film will actually show the colors on there. Now, what these were used for essentially is they're made as copies and given to, for promotion team, magazines, different companies that want to make products and so forth. And then they take this, and then they can essentially scan it and then use it to, put it onto, all sorts of merchandise. Whether it's, I don't know, poster, DVD, back then would be VHS covers, toy packaging, basically any use that you can think of, this is what they would have been used for, or maybe just even to check to see if the colors are actually working. But yeah, this one here is Super Saiyan 2 Son Gohan. Pretty sure this should be from the Bojack movie. I don't think he was in this uniform any other time when he went Super Saiyan 2, and he looks amazing. But yeah, let me put this in. I'll pick out a couple more to show you. There's let me see what else. There's a Trunks and Cell one, another group shot, but where's one that's actually for something a little bit different. Have a Sailor Moon one here with the three of the sailors. That looks cool. That's right. And then another thing which is, sorry, that was a bit hard to get out. Here we go, that's what we'll do. I also have a whole bunch of positive and negatives for Godzilla and Kong. There's like a Mecha Kong in here. So that one's obviously one from movie. But along with movie one, there's one here of the actual positive and negative for a toy. So this would be what we've been taking for the promo image back in the day, obviously on film, and then we've been scanned, put into magazines, maybe packaging even. So yeah, I don't know, I just love the nostalgia of it with the film, and just seeing how things were done back in the day. It looks really cool. Definitely love the way the colours are popping on this. So before we jump into some more Dragon Ball, do have a couple more Godzilla ones here. This is Kong vs Godzilla. This is obviously a big blow up of part of a film reel. Maybe it's for checking scenes or how they look. Then have one here of Godzilla vs Gigan. This is awesome. It does have the color swatches down the side. Maybe it was to check all the coloring and white balance and so forth. This definitely looks like it is a maybe promotion material for a movie poster. But yeah, that's awesome. I'd love to get like a nice big scan of these one day and put them as a poster with the full negative frames as well. But yeah, you can definitely see this one here is used as promo. You can kind of see the oxygen to destroy on the right there as well, coming down. Yeah, definitely. I don't know. I'd love to get, like, as I mentioned, scan it, print it off with a poster with a full negative frame as well. I think that would look really cool blown up. But yeah, moving over to a Dragon Ball related one now. And we have the one, the only Shenron being summoned, coming up. So this is the positive negative since we do have all the color. However, I do also have the enlarged negative for this one. Now, I can't remember where it was, but I have seen this exact image used on some promotional material recently when I was looking through some old items. So I think it is quite a commonly used image for Shenron being summoned. Actually, I have one more for you before we close up, and this is Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Looks really cool, though. This one here is a negative, so you can't see any color on it. I have taken a scan of it before, but yeah, this is definitely one, along with Gohan, that I want to get blown up and make him probably like a big B2 size poster with a full negative frame. Definitely let me know what you think about that idea, if you reckon it'd be cool. I'm not sure where I could put it. Maybe in the space on the wall underneath the aircon could be pretty cool, or maybe behind the door there. But you know, having that as a massive poster would definitely look awesome. But yeah, that brings us to the end of the collection video. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what was your favorite item in the collection or your favorite area. I really do like the Dragon Ball one in the center out there, and then the MonsterArts. Love looking at those, and it's always a good way to escape work, I guess. To have a wee look, have a ponder, and definitely to think about what other figures I'd like to get more in the future. But yeah, definitely maybe a bit too many. I should probably try to cut back. But yeah, show me your collection. Take a photo, tag me in it. I'd love to see everyone's, you know, small, large, it doesn't matter. You know, like we all start somewhere. When I was younger, I didn't have many, and then over time it kind of built up. You know, especially doing toy photography, it has maybe been my enabler to definitely pick up a lot more, and I've always enjoyed collecting. But it is something that you don't need to get that many. You don't need to go all out. You don't have to feel like you have to get every single release. Just do what makes you happy. And if you buy figures you don't really like, sell them, get rid of them, or, you know, use it as a learning experience for what you should avoid buying in the future. I know a lot of people kind of get trapped into always buying each release or buying way too many. You know, it's fine to skip some here and there, and not every single release is for you. You know, with the MonsterArts, for example, the recent GVK2 one, some people complained, yeah, you've got the other ones, it doesn't mean you have to buy these ones, these are for new collectors. That's something I think we should all try to keep in mind as well, that we don't have to get everything. And maybe, even if you want to, maybe you can't afford it, you have to focus on other areas in your life, and that is good, that is important. So yeah, don't really want to end on a downer, but you know, I think it's good to, you know, at least say it for a lot of people. You know, I see a lot of people on Discord as well, and they kind of get upset when they can't pick up every release. But yeah, just go with your own means, and 1, 2, doesn't matter how many you have in your collection. Yeah, take a photo, share it with me. You know, on either Discord, if you have Insta there, Twitter, tag me. Yeah, it'd be really fun to see. Show me your #1 item in your collection as well. It's been hard for me to pick one, as I mentioned recently. Probably the Bomber and Bike, that combo for Dragon Ball at least is just top notch. MonsterArts, Biolante, 89 Godzilla, love those two. Transformers, probably be Optimus. Yeah, and then for other series, Jujutsu Kaisen Yuji is one of my favorites. He is so good. Jujutsu Kaisen line in general is amazing. Sadly, we haven't had any new ones in a while, but hopefully in the near future, fingers crossed. But yeah, anyway, again, for everyone that have requested this video, I hope this has satisfied you. Maybe I can do an update in the future, maybe a year down the line, and see how things have changed. And again, if you want to see all the animation sales and all of the positive films I do have, and if that's something you're really interested in, let me know. I'm always happy to talk about it more with you. And if you have them as well, again, what are you waiting for? Show me what you got. Love looking at what other people have. Love talking about it. So yeah, anyway, that is it for this video. Again, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, cheers!